So growing up in Elvingston was a challenge, is for sure. My relationship with my stepdad was definitely something else. For a short while, I did live with my grandmother, and then CAS got involved and I was put into a foster home for about a year. But after all that, I was back living with my mother. And then shortly after, I had moved to Strathroy. I would have been 13 by then. I don't think being that age you can really comprehend something like that much change in a short amount of time. Schooling was tough. My grades were awful. I was years behind in work. I think I was struggling with a lot of mental health problems. And it was probably because of my past. I was not able to find support with that through public school, but in high school, I did end up opening up more about my feelings, which helped me. However, I was still failing my classes. So the moment where I realized that if I didn't change, like, the way I was thinking and what I was doing, was during my victory lap. So I realized I didn't have very much time before, I was done all of it. So I just had to stick my nose in the books and keep my head down and just the long haul, The only thing that mattered to me graduating was the fact that I was moving on to a next step in my life, and that scared me. I had no support from the friend groups that I had in the past, and I didn't really have any support from family as well. So I really needed to reach out into my community. So when I first stepped into YOU, it was different. It's sort of like stepping into a therapist's office. The colors were nice, but it was like, this is different. After a year or two of being there, I was invested, and I just decided to do as many programs as I could because that was the support they were offering. I'm involved with the housing program now, and I'm going to them for financial advice currently. So coming from these small little towns, you don't really expect to see as many opportunities as you do. But having something as beneficial and dependable as YOU and Next Wave in Strathroy was a big thing, and I did not expect that. YOU covers all those sectors that a lot of youth need help with. And I hope that after I get housing, that I can eventually get help with them to get my education. I want to get involved with graphic or video design because I love that. That is fun and I can do that for hours. When I went to YOU and I had gotten accustomed there, they were essentially like a second family of mine. If I hadn't reached out to YOU or gotten any help from them, I would probably still be lost, and I probably wouldn't have all these hopes and aspirations. Knowing that the YOU breakfast is supported by all these very generous donors really makes me proud of my community, and that London knows that Strathroy is just as much as part of it as anything else. Just shows how much hope there is for all the youth.